Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name's David, and this is a Magic Review. Hey, welcome back to the channel. I got a really super fun Magic review for you today. I've been looking forward to doing this pretty much ever since I saw the trailer. I am a huge fan of Henry Harrius. If you've watched my channel for any amount of time, you know that I love cube magic. I've reviewed pretty much everything Henry Harrius has ever released in the cube magic genre. And like I said, just huge fan of his. So glad to receive this. This is RD Insta from Henry Harrius. All right, so what is RD Insta? It is a instant flash restore. Now, I think those of us who watch cube magic and are into cube magic have seen magicians do a flash restore like this, kind of, where the cube is, mixed up. It's in an unsolved state, and then maybe with like a toss or like a couple of turns, it instantly solves. Well, with RD Insta, right? And RD is Rubik's Dream, by the way. This is Henry Harrius's line, RD, Rubik's Dream. And if you're not familiar, look up some of the Rubik's Dream tricks that I've reviewed in the past. With RD Insta, it's mixed up. The cube is mixed up. You can show it mixed up. And then with just one turn, it's instantly solved immediately. And not like you're not turning like every part of it. You're turning like one side. With one side, it goes from completely mixed up to completely solved. You can show it all the way around. You can show all 6 sides. Let's talk about this review. And every single time I do a review, I want to give you honest and factual information every single time. And so to do that, I always ask the same exact questions so that you get the information that you want, because I want you to spend money on the magic that you love. What do you get? You order it, it comes to you in the mail. What do you get in the box? You always get a nice hard-shelled box with Henry Harrius's products. Inside, you're getting a legitimate cube. It's a real cube. Nothing gimmicky about the cube. However, it's been enhanced. It's been enhanced, but it is a real cube. You could hand this out. Spectator could shuffle it to their heart's content. They would never find anything with it. You're gonna get a gimmick, right? You'll get the Insta gimmick. You'll get some extra parts so that you can modify the gimmick how you would like. And you'll get a nice little cloth bag to put it all in. Is it what I thought? With this one, I didn't really know what to think. I've seen Henry do Insta solves before in the past, and he's done them in a variety of ways. I mean, he can even solve it like that with no gimmicks or sleights at all. I figured it was a gimmick, right? Because of the price tag, obviously, and the size of the box. I figured it was a gimmick, but I just couldn't wrap my head around what the gimmick would be, because I was basing it on, things he's released in the past. This is nothing like what he's released in the past. It's using some of the same science, but this is a brand new gimmick. So how are the angles? How are the angles on this? I think this is pretty much something that you want straight on, okay? I'd be worried about people on the sides and the back. All of the magic, all of the specialness happens facing you. But to the spectator, right in front of you, this looks beautiful. And I think this would work great for parlor and stage as well, because you have a directed audience. You have them right in front of you. As far as whether it can be inspected or not, you can show the cube from all 6 sides, all sides messed up, before you go into the trick. You can show it that way. And then you can hand the cube out at the end in its completely solved state. And again, like I said, they won't find a thing. All right, so it's the overall quality and production value of the video. Henry Harrius always films his videos well. It's always shot in HD, well mic'd, and you get great close-ups where you need them. As far as what he's gonna teach you, he's gonna give you the history of the cube itself, how he was inspired by the gimmick. And this is really straight from his FISM Act. Not this particular gimmick, but it's inspired by his FISM Act. He's going to talk about how to build the gimmick. Yes, it's provided for you, but he's going to give you the options if you want to modify it for your own style, okay? Then he'll talk to you about how he modified the cube. That's nice information if you just want to see like the inner workings of what he did to it. He'll talk about how to activate the gimmick. Then he'll talk about how to do the reveal. Then he'll talk about how to hide and ditch the gimmick. And he spends a lot of time on cleanup. He goes over a lot of time walking you through how to make this totally examinable at the end. He'll give you a nice, beautiful 3-phase routine. And then he'll talk about how to combine this with other RD products. So he'll talk about how to combine this with a shell and how to combine this with the venom. The full video is 1 hour and 23 minutes. It's 1 hour and 23 minutes, right? It's a lot of material. But everything I just told you up until that point, that's half. That's half. The rest of the video is him talking to Vincent K. And Vincent K comes in as another creative mind. And they kind of had this jam session for the rest of the video. They go back and forth talking about different ideas. They go back and forth just, brainstorming and just talking about cube magic. They spend a good deal of time at the end talking about theory, and then there's some closing thoughts. Is it well made? It is a beautiful prop, and this is what you're gonna get every single time with the RD product line. Henry Harrius makes cube products, cube gimmicks that look perfect. And this has been the problem in the past with other magic cube related things. Whenever I've seen a product from somebody else, it looks thick. The stickers don't look like a real cube, or the spacing between the stickers doesn't look real. It looks like a prop and it doesn't look like a real cube. Henry goes out of his way every single time to make the cube as examinable and as perfect looking as possible. Whether it's a gimmick or a box or a shell, it doesn't matter. He makes sure that his replacement stickers are identical to the stickers that are on your cube. And the other cool thing about the RD product line is everything's interchangeable. So if you own multiple items from his product line, these are gonna come and go and your spectator will never know the difference. They'll never know the difference between one of his shells and his Venom cube. Just like they'll never know the difference between the Venom and the RD Insta. Everything looks the same. As far as your spectator will know, you only had 1 or maybe 2 cubes in play, but they won't be able to tell the difference. All right, so how much practice does it require? A question I see come up time and time again with these is, do I need to know how to solve a cube in order to do cube magic? And I would say, need to know? No, you don't need to know how to solve a cube with this one. But what happens if someone just plays around and they mess it up and then they hand it back? You're gonna have to get it back into its solved state, because with this trick, it starts in a solved state and it ends in a solved state. So if they're playing around or they're messing around or they're inspecting it and they kind of give it a couple turns and now you're lost, I wouldn't advise that. I would advise you to learn how to solve a cube on your own without a program, right? And without some sort of gimmick. You should know how to solve a cube. It's not hard. I gave myself the challenge of learning how to solve a cube once, and I learned how to do it in a couple of weeks. So it's not difficult at all, especially if you continue at it and you maintain it and you continue to practice it. I think the longer you spend away from a cube, the more those algorithms start to disappear in your head. So just make sure that you're still practicing, still doing it. With this one, as far as practice goes, there is a algorithm, right? There is a cube stack, but it is completely easy. There's only 4 moves to get into it, which means there's only 4 moves to get out of it. And it's a really simple pattern. It's very easy to remember. And like I said, all the magic happens towards you. So you get to watch it. If you're looking down, you can watch it the whole time. You could memorize it just as easily and look at the spectator and do it while you're talking so that they're not necessarily looking at your hands. That'd be good too. But as far as reset goes, like I said, it starts solved and it ends solved. So pretty much you're starting and stopping at the same exact point. So it's instantly reset. All right, so positives. What are the positives? Hey, RD Insta is another instant hit for Henry Harrius. His products continue to impress me and blow me away at the same time. Negatives. All right, so what are the negatives? I looked high and low. I couldn't find any. Like I said, I'm always impressed with his products. I've never received something from him and thought, oh, this really could use some tweaks. I always feel like he goes above and beyond in every single aspect of his magic, whether it's creating videos, creating product, giving you ideas, finding ways to give you more for your money than what you'd expect. I think he's hit it out of the park again. All right, so is it worth your money? It's $75. $75 is absolutely worth what you're getting, especially when you consider the amount of video instruction he's giving you and the quality production value in the video itself, plus the quality of the product itself. I think all those things come together and he always gives you his money's worth. The fact that you can add this now into other RD products, I think, is money in the bank. It's, I mean, right there, it's giving you another cube that you can use for who knows what. You can use this for pretty much anything you want, because like I said, it's a standard cube. Wow, I can't say enough good things about this. This is so awesome. As far as people who would like this, obviously people who like cube magic. I also think people that want to get into cube magic would like this too, because the algorithm is so simple. Like I said, it's only 4 moves. The price puts it in the more affordable range. This is not as expensive as some of his other products. I think this is a good introduction to Henry's teaching and his products. And so if you've kind of wondered about getting his stuff in the past, maybe start with this one. Start with this one, because it is just one trick, right? It's just one trick, but it's a beautiful instant solve. And I think that's one of the things that becomes so magical for some people. You know, it's not going into a bag and you're doing some funny business and it comes back out. It doesn't go behind your back. You know, you're not just saying, well, I'm looking at this cube and now I'm going to match it to this one, which just seems like skill. With this one, it's simple and it looks like magic. That's what you want. All right, so that's everything I can say about RD Insta from Henry Harrius and the RD product line. Of course, I want to thank Henry Harrius for allowing me to have this so that I could do the review for you. And if you'd like to purchase it for yourself, I'll put a link below in the description. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.